Welcome to the second edition of the Ranger's Lens. My name is Diana Chivuka Nakaima. In today's edition, we are looking at a very interesting topic, and that is gorilla chimp booking for tourists out there. How do you get these permits? How do you book in? How do you go to our national parks to really get the feel of these beautiful primates in the Pearl of Africa, and that is Uganda? With me, I'm with Mr. Masaba. Welcome to the show, Ranger's Lens.
Thank you, Diana, and I'm happy to be on the Ranger's Lens program.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, who is Mr. Masaba?
Stephen Sanyi Masaba Harari is the head of tourism and business development at Uganda Wildlife Authority. I've worked in this organization for now 18 years in this Directorate of Tourism and Business Development. And my role is promote and create visibility for Uganda tourism products and services to the public so that many people can come and see, enjoy, and some of them pay money so that we can continue conservation mandates.
So we are actually with the right person talking about booking for chimpanzee and gorilla tracking.
Yes.
So when a person hears this thing of booking, what is in there? Booking to see gorillas, booking to see chimpanzees.
I think I'll start by explaining what these two unique products that you need prior to booking are. One, we have the mountain gorillas, and you know, in this area we have mountain gorillas only in Uganda, Rwanda, and Democratic Republic of Congo. But we also have chimpanzees that we do have in Chimp National Park and Chambura in the UWA estate. For mountain gorillas, they are found in Mugahinga Gorilla National Park and in Independent National Park. These products are unique wildlife resource that we have, and indeed the flagship product for Uganda. Because they are fragile, sensitive, we need to protect them, and therefore we have a plan of approaching and utilizing them without, causing them to be endangered or extinct. So we have some guidelines and protocols that we follow that enable us to ensure that we continue to enjoy their existence in Uganda, but also we continue to protect them. So for gorillas and chimpanzees, we do allow people to book for them anytime. And in fact, in the past, we have been booking them for the next 2 years. So from now on, you can book a gorilla or chimpanzee permit for 2 years. Why do we do so? Because the availability for people to see them is limited. And therefore, you need to book and give you a slot where there is opportunity for you to see.
It is not a me one time coming to the park at the gate, pay, then I enter.
No, you don't do that.
It doesn't work that way.
We plan your coming. We plan your coming, and you know who is coming when, and we also want you to clear, and that's the process of booking and reserving. So by the time you come, we expect you and we offer you service. So this is how the gorilla booking is done. One, we have a lot of information on mountain gorillas on our website, and that one a person can do, but also our private tour operators also have information too. What is important is for you to find a time that is convenient to you, but also that there is availability on the site. There is 2 seasons in Uganda for tourism. There's the peak season and the low tourism season.
So what is that peak season before we get
the low tourism season is generally January, February, March, April, and then there's a bit of May. And then you go to the peak season when there are more tourists come and have got holidays in their countries.
So we are in the peak season.
So starting from June, July, August, September up to October, that's the peak season.
So we are in our peak season.
Yes, so we're in our peak season. So you find lots of people coming and they want to see the mountain gorillas, which is a flagship product. And so we need to plan and prepare for you. So the way we manage gorilla tourism is that we have got a limited number of tourism gorilla families that you can see. Now those families have been habituated and are used to man's presence, and that's what we call habituated gorillas. And we have 27 family groups. And these are found, one in Mugahinga, in Kisoro, there is others in Kuringo, there is one in Ruhija, there is those in Rushaga, and then Buhoma. So Mugahinga, we only have one gorilla group, and the rest are spread within the other areas I've mentioned.
Mr. Masaba, when you talk of connecting the tourists to the families.
Yes, yes.
So it means that there are specific minutes or timing that you're supposed to spend
Yes.
tracking those
Yes,
gorillas.
yes, yes, yes.
So I cannot book and then I say I am going to view gorillas for a full day.
No. Part of the conservation practices is to allow limited human presence in this wildlife and endangered species.
Okay.
So we do only allow you to see them for 1 hour, active seeing them for 1 hour. But once you pay and you enter the forest, you have that amount of time that you walk until you find them. And once you find them, we allow you 1 hour to see
1 hour
and
interaction.
enjoy, interact with them, and then you can go away. Now that is the amount of time we want. And why do we do so? So we can leave them to interact normally as wildlife. They are not human, so we want to leave them to be in the wild.
Give them
so
their
for
time.
you, in your own country, you can write us an email and tell us, and our emails is available on the website, so they can book for you, or you can reserve. You say, me, I want, there's a reservations email and information email at OA that you can call, write to, and then we reserve for you. Now, reserving is only to show interest. But now, once you have shown interest, then you must pay up. So if you have written an email and reserved for you, there are options for you for payment, either through your Visa cards or the debit cards or credit cards, but also you can pay. If you're local here, you can pay through mobile money options, Airtel and MTN. But those who have bank accounts, they can also pay through direct bank transfers to Uganda Wildlife Authority. Those options are very clear, and we have shared them on our website. So once you have reserved your permit, and then you have paid for it, we come here in the back office, and then we check that you have paid. You have got a reservation, and now we of course we process you a permit.
Okay.
The permit
so you talk of a permit.
Yes.
A permit.
Yes.
So a person would love to understand a permit. People are normally aware of car permits, So a permit, how does it look like? A receipt or
a permit? I'm sure when you visit our reservation, we'll be able to show you a little document that gives you information of who you are, how much money you have paid, and where you are going to see the gorillas, and on which date it is. So it captures all that information, and we give that document, which gives you permission to access and see gorillas. Yes, we say visibility of viewing of gorillas is generally restricted, and for conservation purposes, so you need a permit to go and see. And so when you have paid, you have got reservation, and then you come, we print for you a permit out of the system, because it has given you a particular slot, a particular date, and that is what you use when you go to the field. Now, when you go to the field, the permit has your details, who you are. It also has the time and the place and location where you're going to see. Because this permit system is called Booking and Revenue Collection System, is an online-based system. Once we capture your information here, this information is also relayed down on the ground in the 5 areas where we track gorillas. So when you appear there, whether it's in Kuringo, Gahinga, or Buhoma, then people will check into the system and say, oh, this is your permit number. And then they check and say, oh, yes, indeed, you paid and you're welcome to the right place. If we do not find you in the system, that means A, you did not complete the process, you did not see your money, or perhaps
there was some fraud.
There's something wrong with your booking, in which case we will not allow you to track gorillas, but we'll investigate.
What is the most disturbing or the challenge within the booking system? Do we have some people that fake permits or trying to beat around the normal system to access the
what we have seen, I think, in the last 3-4 years has also taught us. The system that we're using now is an improved system that has the capability to monitor and track you, and especially at the level of booking and reservation. But I can also be able to tell that you have approached and reached the park, and that you have entered and you have checked out. So all that is the system can do.
The system can tell.
So if people, and we have seen a few incidents where people come and say, no, we went into the system, we paid money to someone, and we are here, and I've got a document which the system cannot recognize. That one we flag out and say, sorry, we do not know you. Those cases are there, but our system is good enough to
manage
tell that this is not a system-generated permit, and we are not served by UWA, even if some people have tried to and have attempted to circumvent and try to do illegal processes to enter the park. And in a few cases where we have found people have actually managed to enter the park illegally, when we see them and detect them through our intelligence system, we get in touch with the tour operator who has brought them, and we have tried to resolve such a situation by ensuring that they pay. And in many cases, we take action against the person that has done that illegality. Now, the same system applies for chimpanzees.
For the chimpanzees, yeah.
Now, chimpanzees in Uganda are found in Chimp National Park, which is the primate capital of the world. But we also have chimpanzees in Chambura Gorge, which is part of Queen Elizabeth National Park. Now, the prices for these vary, and I'm sure I'll be able to tell you for people who want to see chimpanzees. If you're a foreign national, it's $250 to see chimpanzees in Chimp National Park. If you are a resident, you live here and work here and you have a permit, you only pay $200. But if you are an East African, and East African is me and you and the Kenyan and the 7 countries of this African community, you pay little money, 180,000 shillings, which is, I'm sure, about 60 or so.
Yes, I loved it. I was waiting for that moment.
You can do that.
Of telling a Uganda to pay in dollars. Because in most cases, some Ugandans say that those things are for the whites. And I was wondering, is it affordable? People, when they see gorilla tracking, chimpanzee tracking, they think those things are for the whites. They're expensive.
It's not true.
At least we've had our fares a bit fair, 180. You go and come closer to this private chimpanzee and a gorilla. Mr. Masaba.
But also let me give you additional news that chimpanzee experience in Chambura is one of the best. Because Queen Elizabeth is a savannah park, but also in the Western Rift Valley. In Chambura Wildlife Reserve, this land warped, it sank down, and it has gone down with a very beautiful rainforest in this park, and that's where we find the chimps. So the chimp viewing in Chambura is very, very beautiful because you're in a savannah park with a lot of other animals surrounding the park. But when you go down in that gorge, you find the chimps. But we charge only 50,000 shillings for East Africans. And this is very good because you are in a park where you can now do game drives.
And so 50,000 for the chimp tracking?
Yes.
But then that one also gives the allowance?
No. That's an additional product. But what we are saying is that when you see chimps at 50,000, you can get out and do the rest of the other activities. You enter the park and you do them drive, you go on the boat and so on. So I'm really saying it's quite affordable for people to go and see chimps in Chambura. And for foreigners, it is $100, and it's only $80 for residents. So this is a much cheaper option if you wanted to for something.
So there is no reason as to why Ugandans should stay home and you don't really go to promote your own country.
For mountain gorillas, what we have done, we also recognize that there is some of our categories of clients called Africans. So we say the rest of Africa has got a special rate for mountain gorillas. The mountain gorilla rate for a foreigner is right now $800 for a foreigner who is just coming to do tourism. But for those who are residents, and we recognize and want to encourage them to visit the parks, we charge them $700. And then for the rest, the Africans, rest of Africa, we charge them $500. So that the rest of our $500. And then
the
East Africans only 300,000.
Quite affordable.
Yes, no, it is. Especially if you look and you know that people travel so many kilometers, they fly so many miles just to come and see mountain gorillas in this region. And then for us, we are living here, we also would wish our people to go and see. But the beauty about these primates is that they are not living in isolation. They live in other tourism resources and wildlife beauty. For example, in Chiba, they're very important for birding, forest walks, and so on. And when you just continue surrounding Chiba National Park, there's good culture of the Batoro. Yes, the Batoro culture outside the park. And then when you go to Semliki, there is Sempaya Hot Springs. Also, there's some Batwa in Bundibujo there as well. And then when you come down to Queen, besides the chimpanzees, you can go to a very vast and diverse beauty of the park in Queen, which offers all game drives, water activities, community, and so on.
So it can be a gorilla chimpanzee tracking that can end up into the park and enjoying other scenarios.
And indeed, many of our visitors, when they come, their itinerary covers most of this. They may start with the gorillas, and after they see that, they also see the community. There is a Batwa community that we can conserve with around Bwindi. They do community activities around Bwindi. Then they come to Queen. Then after doing that, they come to chimpanzees in Chibale, and then some of them may end up in Kidepo. So many of them do a complete set that gives them a full experience of Uganda. But now, I think there's something that I wanted to tell you uniquely about the guidelines.
Mr. Masaba, before we go to the guidelines,
yes,
why is this permit so much restricted to these two primates?
Yes.
If I want to go, for example, and see the lions in Isasha, Queen Elizabeth, why don't I need to have a permit?
Okay. To enter the park, the protected areas are restricted areas. A protected area, a conservation area, is not an open zone. It is restricted. You need a permit to go there. What is peculiar about the other two products, the primates, is that you need to book them in advance. Yes.
Okay.
So for the rest of the other parks, those ones you need permission to go there, and the permission is given in the form of the payment you pay, and then therefore you given permission. So you get permits for entrance, permission to enter all these parks, and when you pay, you are given permission. So, but I think the other one is
so the other is
special permit.
Earlier, it's a special permit.
But then here you go and pay, and the receipt that you get for entrance the park is also permission to enable you to enter. You
so the other one is instant, the other one needs preparation.
Yes. So that permission you get is also permission. And the way we say this is a permit to the gorillas, is also permission to enter the parks as well.
All right, but for the primates, we need to prepare earlier.
And also need to regulate a number of people so that people do not crowd, and which we do not allow.
All right, so that's where the difference comes in.
Yes.
People who are coming to see our gorillas, our chimpanzees, please book in earlier so that we can prepare. These primates live in families, like we've had Mr. Masaba say. So we need to give them space to enjoy their wildlife. So we can't just come in and do the tracking and then go away. So we still continue with Mr. Masaba. It's not yet over. We need to make the booking of chimpanzees and gorillas as easy as possible.
So having said that, now booking and reservation of gorillas, at the moment, we are doing them at Sheraton office. We have an office in Sheraton Hotel, Kampala. So where people can book if two operators want to walk in and book and reserve. And we also do the reservations at Uganda Wildlife Authority headquarters here at Kamocha Road, plot 7, Akira Road. We have, as I already said, the reservation can also be done on email. And then
online.
Follow up, you pay, and then you come and you print you the permit. So, but the third option, which is already being piloted, is the online the system where you can reserve your permit, you pay your permit, and then print it yourself.
Correct.
We have commenced that system of self-service.
Self-service,
yes, self-service where you can. It took a bit of a while because we're trying to test the waters. First of all, the technology. But now we have completed the checks. We have seen that the banks, the banks which we use, can accept the mobile money schedule. Mobile money services are integrated, so you can now, if you are registered, and we ask specifically people who are registered or licensed to operators, these are the ones that we're going to deal with. Not everybody.
Registered to operators.
Yes. Not everybody from anywhere can access the system to do. Yes, if you are licensed to operators, and you can do that one. But if people want to do tourism in Uganda, they can approach licensed tour operators in Uganda. The list of the licensed tour operators are under the Association of Uganda Tour Operators website. Those ones show who is registered and licensed, and also Uganda Tourism Board. And those are the ones that we have given license to, who can log in, pay, and print a permit.
So not that
not that these are integrated in the system, that there will be that check. When you come and bring a permit, we will also put it in the system and say, yes, did you actually pay? And if you have not paid, or you have made a mistake, you have brought a person who is a foreigner and you call him an East African, we will check and say, but the person whose passport we have is different from
It's
the one
different from the one that you paid
So
for.
let people not make a mistake and think that we will not be
The
doing those
system is
validations. Yes.
very well updated.
Yeah, the system is very
So no space for loopholes. It's better people do as they are supposed to do. So if I've got my permit to go and track the chimpanzees, and what are the do's and don'ts? What am I supposed to do there, and what am I not supposed to do?
First of all, it's a privilege, it's an opportunity for people to come and see mountain gorillas here. And therefore, we welcome them and we want them to feel and enjoy the experience here. But also want them to recognize that the conservation of the primates is both our as a conservation body, but also as a tourist responsibility. So that you don't see them and next year you cannot find them. So we ask people, one, to come when they are ready, and some of these rules are pretty basic rules. So one, of course, for your own protection, we want you to come and wear something that is comfortable, but also that can protect you. This is a jungle, and therefore wear something that
that can cover you.
Yes, that can protect you. So if you have a sensitive body, that can prick your body and so on. We also tell you that the kind of boots that you use or shoes will be able to protect you, so that white ants or these red ants do not prick you.
Some people say that the red ants, the white ants are part of the experience.
Ooh, yes, indeed, but it's good to know. While you see them, and do not encourage you to kill them, but also some of them may be excited, and yes, they may be excited and want also to test, to prick you a bit, so I don't want that to happen.
I can never allow that experience.
So when you come, be ready that you're properly dressed and adequately. So we also ask you during that time that you're coming, you do not come and use your lenses of your phone, like your cameras you're using. You not to flash a photograph because it can irritate and the wildlife, and especially the gorillas. We also say that when you're moving into the forest, you have to be calm and quiet. First of all, because you want to listen to the rest of the other nature animals, birds, they enjoy, but also be able to give the opportunity for the guide to tell you, and pass on one or two instructions. We do not expect you to make noise in the park. We do not expect you to move with your chocolates and throw.
I was about to go there. That
plastics.
When you look at these animals, we kind of share some food. So if I move with my banana, how is it?
Yes. So we do not encourage you to eat in front of these primates, mountain gorillas and chimpanzees.
Not even giving them food.
No. Of course, these are wild animals, and we don't feed them. If you want to do that, you go to the zoo. But also, again, it's regulated.
It's regulated.
They need to fight and find their own food in the wild. So we don't encourage you to do so. So when you are moving, your guide will tell you when to stop, when to drink water, and where to dispose of or keep your waste. And when you are close by, we do not encourage you to make noise or shout. And we do view mountain gorillas from a distance of 7 meters. Earlier during those days in the past, it was 10, but I think we have come to the standard of 7 meters, so that you can view them from good enough distance for you, but also leave room for them, not to feel that you are attacking them. So people go there and then you view them from a distance. We also say that in the wild animals, some of them are young and can be playful. If they decide to walk to you, let it be their choice. Not that you went close and their mothers feel irritated that you are going to harm them, and then they react to you. So all that guidance is given, but being calm, don't irritate, don't attack, don't raise noise. Mountain gorillas are very, very understanding, calm, and really with the reasoning of a human being. We say that do not try to look intimidatingly at them, especially the silverbacks. If a mountain gorilla is looking at you, you look down as a sign of subduing and respect, so that it knows that you are not challenging its authority.
So those are some of the languages that we need to understand before we go to.
So and once you do that, it's okay, because the mountain gorillas have been used to human existence, and they can tolerate you in the environment.
And how about
But
people
also
with
once
these
you
wide
provoke,
smiles? You smile and
no, once you provoke them, then they will also react. But also they can interpret your gestures.
okay.
The provocative person, for example, they will let you know that you not move with your sticks very close, because a stick is a weapon, and they will misunderstand you to be attacking them. So that is a gesture that you shouldn't have.
So there is a lot to
The bowing down and subdue now, of course, that is you cannot control, but also to do it in a way that you don't provoking them, because they will interpret your gestures differently. And we try very much not to vocalize, because what you may vocalize may mean something else to them. So be as natural as possible, but also
be a human being.
well, be a reasonable human being.
Be a human being. Don't try to be a chimpanzee or a gorilla.
Yes. And that's what we do. But by and all, we think that gorilla tourism, for those that have gone and come to our mountain gorillas and Uganda, some of them have moved out with a very good experience.
A very good
they
feedback
have appreciated the way we have handled the conservation of mountain gorillas. We have seen a number of births in the last few years, and we have just recently done a mountain gorilla census, and we believe that the results of this good conservation show an increase in the number. We also do give respect, as I've said, so that we only those that are habituated. There are those that are under habituation.
Those are not habituated,
and do not go there. And those are under habituation, and there is a product which we call habituation experience, and which also people can go and see gorillas at a slightly higher fee, but then you spend more time learning and collecting data, and you'll be part of the habituation process. So you are helping the gorillas to be habituated, to get to be liked or accepted by to humans, and that process is another product that we sell.
It's another product.
Yes, another product we sell, and this is very, very good one.
Probably next time we shall have to come back and talk about the habituation process and as a product of its own. I know many researchers would love to go into that product because there is a lot to study about the behaviors of these primates. Mr. Masaba, before we close the show on Ranger's Lens, what is that conservation message you can give to our viewers, especially in line with gorillas and chimpanzees, because these are key primates in Uganda that we are really proud of?
Thank you, all our viewers and listeners. One, we want to thank those that have actually made an attempt and come and seen the mountain gorillas and chimps in this country. These are our closest cousins, and we are happy that for some of you that have come and seen them, you have shared this message positively on your social media and in a number of platforms, so that many more people can come. We do request and ask that many of you that haven't come, the opportunity for you to see mountain gorillas in Uganda is here. You can book your permits through Uganda Wildlife Authority legal systems, and then we can serve you, and you can go and enjoy your experience. We also want you to be aware of some of those people who have positioned themselves on the internet and think that they can offer cheaper permits. We don't have any cheaper permits. Our systems and payment are already clarified on the portal and on the website. You only pay legally to our bank accounts, the mobile numbers that we have shared very, very clearly, and you avoid dealing with the people who have staged themselves and are trying to offer you what they don't qualify to do. So please continue working with the Uganda Wildlife Authority, and if you have any questions, you have reservations email, and you can ask us questions and we'll respond. We look forward to you coming to our mountain gorillas and chimpanzees in the Pearl of Africa. I thank you.
Thank you, our viewers, for being part of this show. We continue bringing you more of what is happening in Uganda Wildlife Authority on the Ranger's Lens. This is our second edition. We meet again next time in our third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and ending editions. Thank you.